What's up, everybody? I'm back. We got today another stadium review, and I showed up with the drip for this one. But no, it's not the reason why I'm wearing it. It's my work uniform. Anyway, today we got another stadium review. It is of Van Andel Arena. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Tell me in the comment section how you pronounce it, because that's how I pronounce it. But anyway, you guys probably knew this one was coming after the Great Lakes Invitational vlog. It's been a while, large backlog, I know, but today is finally my review of it. I got a lot to talk about it. Some of that I put in the vlog that we showed, like the critiques of it. Me and Brian did some critiquing of it, and some that I'm going to talk about here, or that I didn't get a chance to talk about in the vlog, or maybe I'm going to talk about a little more in depth. Let's get down into it. First, we're going to talk about, first off, spent one day here over the course of 2 hockey games. I saw every possible nook and cranny of this arena that I possibly could with just being a spectator, and I feel like I have a lot of information about this arena. It's not very big, but you don't know what Van Andel Arena is. It is a multi-purpose arena. It is the home of the Grand Rapids Griffins. It's located in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I forgot to mention that. But it is also the home of the Grand Rapids Griffins, AHL hockey team affiliated with the Detroit Red Wings. It is also now the home of the Grand Rapids Gold, which is a NBA affiliate, or whatever minor league for the NBA is. They're an affiliate for the Denver Nuggets. And it's also like a concert venue and other stuff like that. They hosted Monday Night Raw, and they've hosted monster trucks there before. Which, how they have the capacity to host monster trucks and Monday Night Raw, I'll never know. I guess maybe Monday Night Raw, because, it sucks nowadays. But, monster trucks, they're huge. And it's been this tiny little arena. Anyway. But I saw the Great Lakes Invitational there, 2 hockey games. So, my critique of it will be with that. And I don't think it will change a whole lot based on whatever event you go to, as do a lot of the others. But let's jump right into it. A couple of nice things about it first. The exterior is really nice. It's not easy to see off the highway. It's not easy to notice, see it or whatever. But it has a nice entry plaza, and once you're there, you can see the nice windows exterior with a nice Van Andel Arena sign, and they had a Christmas bell on it because it was Christmas time, and a nice exterior, nice open, inviting exterior kind of thing. I liked it. It was a cool little thing. A nice statue of Van Andel, Mr. Van Andel himself, out front, and a couple other things, nice flags. It's pretty cool. I like that. And also, of course, being the home of the Grand Rapids Griffins and now also the Grand Rapids Gold, there is a pro shop for mainly right now the Griffins, but there's also a little bit of gold merch in there too. But right now it's mainly for the Griffins. But they have the pro shop in there. It's really nice. I really liked it. It was a nice little arena. It's tiny. It's not even as big as my basement. Tiny. But there's a really good selection of items in there. For what it was, they had pins, shirts, jerseys, hats, shot glasses, even though they were rubber shot glasses and not regular shot glasses, but they had hats and hockey pucks and whatever not. Yeah, they had a lot of cool stuff in there. It was really, really cool. Good selection. There's a couple of nice things about the arena. Now, I guess this next one, you could call a nice thing, or you cannot. But the concourse / the seats, right, felt like a freaking movie theater. So we walk in, right, we get our tickets, and we go up. You go in, and you have to walk upstairs, right. The concourse and where you go to your seats, right, it's not on the same level as where you walk in. You walk in, and then you walk up a set of stairs before you get there. And you got elevators if you need them and whatnot. But all the ticket area and a lot of the utility areas are on the bottom. The pro shop's on the bottom too. A little weird. Not too hard to notice, but it's just a little weird in my opinion. But you walk up down the concourse, right? It's like a freaking movie theater from the 80s or 90s, right? The walls are colored 80s, 90s style colors, these vibrant pinks and blues and all these sort of stuff. And then the advertisements on the wall, right? They're all manual advertisements, so that when you have the advertisement right, it's manual advertisement. It's not even just like a freaking like digital scoreboard or like anything that can like easily be interchanged out like you see in most modern stadiums, not just hockey or basketball arenas like mini football stadiums or not. No, it's literally all manual. They literally have to manually take all of them in and out. So you have this like weird feel to them, like weird retro throwback feel to it. It was pretty surreal being in it, I will admit. And there's some stuff on the walls, like commemorating the Grand Rapids Sports Hall of Fame, some like important people that have been in there, like Hall of Fame players and whatnot. So that's pretty cool to look at. I will admit, I will mention though as well one of the one thing that I really didn't like. This is definitely a critique. You can't do a full lap around the concourse like in a circle motion, right? You have to go one end and you get stopped, and you got to turn around and go back the other way. What the hell? Like, it's the back area of the arena that has that problem. Like, what the hell? You can't... Just... Stupid. It wasn't that bad because it's not really a large concourse. It's not hard to walk around, but... Yeah, this is just a little critique of mine. It was... And then also, I'd like to point out before I talk about the seats, with the concession stands, right? They had an okay selection of food for, a stadium. But, there's, you had your regular chicken fingers and your pizza and stuff like that. We talked about that in the vlog, too. But the cool thing you can do about it is you can actually order DoorDash to the concession stands and then go pick it up without waiting in line. For an arena that still looks like it's stuck back in, 2008 at best. And they've got DoorDash partnership mobile ordering. What in the hell? That is insane that you got that. That's crazy that you got that. And it works good too. Like, you order the food and you walk up immediately and it's done. And it's like you don't have to wait in line. It's super crazy. It's like even quicker than just waiting in line. I love it. Big plus there, by the way. Then you get to the seats, right? And the seats in the lower bowl, like lower part of the arena, it's like two sections. Lower bowl part of the arena, right? They're like a movie theater seat. They're like padded and they're backed, and you sit in them and they're all around. I mean, they were comfy. But then you look up top, right? And the ones up top, right? They're like new, sleek, leather black, fresh looking. What? Why are the upper ones newer than the lower ones? That makes zero sense, but whatever. And then around the rest of the arena, it just looked a lot older. It didn't look like the scoreboard, right? It had like manual turning advertisements on it, and then there was also the scoreboard itself. Like, all it would show was the animation for a goal or the Great Lakes Invitational logo. It didn't actually show the game on the actual like big jumbo screen or on the big scoreboard thing on top like other arenas would. Instead, there's a lighted screen on the far end of the arena, and because of the fact that now here's how I know that this arena was built with concerts in mind and not sports, is because that one side of the arena has no seats. It's just a wall. What? Makes no sense. So on that side though, there's a lighted screen, like a big lighted screen, right? And but the wall's like this big. It's huge. Like, I can't even fathom how big this is. Like, huge, right? But then the fucking screen is all the way down at the bottom instead of being like centered. There's nothing in between. Why don't you have it in the middle so people can see from other angles? Instead it's on the bottom. Makes no sense. Because it's just until you get all the way up to the top where like the banners are and stuff for their championships and retired numbers and whatnot, there's nothing in between. They could have easily centered the board. And that's how I know, and again, that's how I know that this was built for concerts in mind, is because of the no seats in one area, so that's where the singer would go and not whatnot. It's just weird why they did that. The overall feel of it just felt like more of a gym than an arena. The high ceiling for absolutely no reason. The weird lighting, the old ads everywhere. It just felt like a gym. It did not really feel like a traditional hockey arena. And now, to be fair, I've only been in two other hockey arenas, Little Caesars and Munn, but still. And I don't know if just because it's old or because I'm really, really fat, but the seats were very tight. Notice that. A little hard to get in and out of because there was cup holders on each side, which you don't get at most hockey arenas anymore. Credit to them for that, but maybe that's why they were tight. And again, like I said, because the scoreboard only shows the logo, it's kind of useless outside of goal animations and showing the score. I don't know why they couldn't. I don't know. It just feels like they wasted money by putting a video board instead of just making the scoreboard, that kind of thing. And there's probably a reason behind that, but I don't know what it is. And then the announcer, like the PA guy, right? He had zero clue what he was doing. He mispronounced names left and right. He had to keep forgetting what to say on his script. He just had no clue what he was doing. It was a little awkward, to be honest with you. It was weird, gotta say. So yeah, he had no clue what he was doing. He was mispronouncing names. The same old with the fun things you do in between the middle of the things, whatnot. Yeah. And to note, the walls that are like protect the fans from like flying pucks and whatnot. One time, one of the players hit it like they were fighting for the puck, and it hit the plastic like protection, and the whole thing swayed backwards for a little bit. It was a little scary, to not say the least. But there you go. There you go. And that's gonna do it, folks, for my review of Van Andel Arena. It's a quirky arena for sure. Definitely seems like it needs some updating. Will it get it? Probably not, but it needs it badly, especially in some areas. But honestly, a lot of it wasn't necessarily bad operations. It was a nice, cool throwback. It just felt a little awkward and out of sorts. Like they weren't running on full cylinders. You know what I'm saying? And so for that, I'm probably gonna have to give it a 4 out of not a 4, probably 6 out of 10. Still a pretty enjoyable experience, all things considered. Especially being out front and everything, and see the whole arena really nice. So, if you've ever been to Van Andel Arena, let me know your thoughts about it in the comments section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. And how does it stack up to other hockey arenas that you have been to? I would love to know that as well. And if you've seen a concert there, or a Grand Rapids Gold game, or some other event at Van Andel Arena, I'd love to know how the experience about that differs from seeing a hockey game there. I'd love to know. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the stadium review. Stay tuned for other much more amazing content and other amazing stadium reviews, other amazing stuff. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.